The city says they can't do anything about the hole, so neighbors have taken matters into their own hands. Although it seems like common sense, experts say use the touch test. Because your cell phone doesn't always connect you with the right 911 dispatcher, Mountain Brook schools and parks have put up these signs. A boarded up door, broken glass, and weeds some neighbors say can grow up to 5 feet tall. Despite these crumbling bricks, the city wants to rebuild the Century Plaza. This sign was installed to warn drivers of a dead end, and that comes after 2 cars ran the street and smashed into the house of Jim Merrill. A dumpster full of waste sits in the Merrill's yard. Until last week, that garbage was the Merrill's closet. The family wants the county to do more.
We need some kind of barrier, some kind of guardrail. We need speed bumps, something to wake someone up and remind them. Obviously, if you're intoxicated, that may not work as well, but it can't hurt.
Alcohol was a factor for both drivers. The cars accelerated through the T intersection of McElderly Road.
We didn't hear anything, no screeching, no engine revving, just smash, and it sounded like an explosion when it hit.
Well, where I'm standing right now actually used to be a part of the Merrill's house. And behind this piece of plywood sits their baby's crib. She was sleeping there the night that the car smashed into the house. There were 3 other children inside the home.
It was very upsetting, just to think of the possibilities, what almost happened.
No one was harmed, but 8 days later, another driver ran into the Merrill's yard.
Yes, another car did exactly the same thing, except they were 3 or 4 feet to the right of where the first driver came in, so we had a tree in the front that they hit.
The tree stopped the driver. He ran from the scene, but police caught up with him. We spoke with the county engineer today, and he says he hopes to install rumble strips on this stretch of road to protect the family. In Mumford, I'm Blaine Caraher. With the heat of summer comes the rush to local pools. But how clean is the water we swim in?
I guess I've never really thought about it.
The CDC says there has been an increase of recreational water illnesses within the last 2 decades. RWIs include gastrointestinal, skin, ear, and eye infections. As pools get crowded, Homewood Athletic Director Jacob Stevens says it's challenging to keep up.
We're just really never closed. We open up at 10 a.m. and close at 7, but before that we have swim lessons and swim team, and then we have private parties after that. So it's really a constant battle on keeping it clean.
Stevens says grit from your feet and too much sunscreen contributes to a dirty pool. The Jefferson County Health Department requires everyone to shower before getting in the pool, but Stevens says it's hard to manage.
When you've got 800 people coming through on a day, we really don't know.
Most counties in the area leave pool inspections to the city, but Jefferson County inspects pools unannounced.
We check for 3 things: chlorine resolution, pH, and alkalinity in the pool.
If the pool cannot maintain proper chlorine and pH levels, the county closes it immediately.
It's pretty cool. It's like a little chemistry set.
Homewood City Pools tests its water every 2 hours. Lifeguards take turns running the tests. Testing supplies can cost over $100 per day. But the health department is looking at more than water when determining a pool's safety. It looks for adequate fencing, life-saving equipment, and tripping hazards. In Homewood, Blaine Caraher, ABC 3340. Dan Spires owns the auto shop that donates to the car batch each year. And even with the passing of his son, he won't stop anytime soon. A night filled with music, cheering, and a little car bashing. But one thing was missing. Jay Spires, captain of the 2012 Ironman, was killed in a car crash this summer. Jay's father is overwhelmed with the community's support.
You never imagine, or you think about it, but you never imagine your kid would get killed, or the tragedy would happen. And you never think your kid's that special or made an impact on people's lives like he has. This town really pulled together in support, and they still do.
Jackson High School started a scholarship in Jay's name, selling Ironman gear to fundraise. The Jackson squad dedicated this season to Jay, and his spirit was alive at Thursday's rally. The This event brought back memories of Jay's last game to his father.
The Gallia game that night, he'd come off in the third quarter in tears, and that's something you rarely see out of Jay. And I remember going to the sidelines and telling him, you know, you've made your point, you know, you've done your job. You know, let's just call it a night, call it a season, you've done a good job. He said, no, Daddy, so I'm the captain of this team. He says, I'll play it till the end. And he did play it till the end of the game.
After a successful car bash, the Jackson team hopes to take Jay's leadership into their game tonight.
Say he doesn't like Gallia, so he tells us to get ready. You know, he's always a great leader. He's a captain for us, and you know, he's going to be with us on Friday.
When the temperature rises, you have to cool down. Wani and David Shaw have always wanted a store. They found their spot off Oak Grove Road in Homewood.
So come to the park every now and then sometimes and bring the Italian ice and kind of share with the kids there. And then, you know, they're like, you should open a store over there. That place is vacant.
And then a message. A letter suggests the interracial couple move away. The Shaws hope this starts a conversation.
We will absolutely love to have whoever it is over and just sit and have a dialogue. We can talk about whatever it is.
Some people in the area think Magic City Sweet Ice's neighborhood feel can help transform Homewood.
I was so excited when it opened to see this area grow.
The Shaws invite their community to help.
Specifically with the like pastries and stuff like that, is to find some local bakers, you know, and have them have their products here so we can help support them as well.
Just the kids. Okay. And I've always felt welcome wherever I've lived, but this has been the most welcoming of them all.
For now, Magic City Sweet Ice's customers enjoy. Reporting for ABC 3340, I'm Blaine Caraher.
Let us wrap up the week with another round of Trash Tag with a twist. We kick Seth Austin to the curb tonight in favor of intern Blaine Caraher. Blaine, it seems like soccer is tailor-made for Trash Tag.
Well, Mike, if you cringed at Laura Bassett's own goal for England in the World Cup, just wait until you see this. This is from a lower-level soccer match in Argentina. A goalkeeper seemingly had an easy play to make, but instead of tossing the ball to his teammate, he manages to throw the ball backwards into his own net. How can this possibly happen? Watch it again. This guy has a serious case of the Butterfingers. So this goalkeeper's flub is Trash Tag what? The act of casting ballots before Election Day is known as early voting, and it's been highly debated for years. WOUB's Angela Rygard took a deep look at early voting and tells us why it's controversial. Into the statewide auditor race, Republican incumbent Dave Yost is challenged by Democrat John Patrick Carney and Libertarian Bob Bridges. During his current term, Yost worked on monitoring schools that were cited for scrubbing attendance records. If elected, Carney wants to use his authority to audit Jobs Ohio, an agency currently shielded by law. Results are not finalized for this race, but the current numbers show that Yost is leading with 58% of the votes, while Carney only holds 38%.